Hello and welcome to another episode of the Man About a Dog movie podcast, or MAaD movie pod, as we possibly sometimes call it.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Now, I'm going to just quickly start because I've been given permission to say that this is the official podcast of worldgeeklynews.com, a website that I contribute to. Yeah, it's a good website. It's there's not like daily news, but you know it's brand new, so it's growing, and I urge you to go over because we've got articles. There's a weekly article about the ups and downs of TV shows,
Right.
so it's quite good. I did one recently about, you know what, I can't remember. It was about what we know about Doctor Who.
Right. Is that for? I saw
For
that
the new
one.
series. It was just everything that I could find and just threw it into an article and made sure that it sounded a little bit right. And there's other things, but everyone involved is that they're passionate about everything geeky, movies, comic books, and film,
Games.
Games, anime, stuff like that. So go to World Geekly News. I can't even say it. You know it better than me. worldgeeklynews.com for all your news stuff. But we're the official podcast of World Geekly News.
Yeah. For now.
Until they kick us off.
Until listen to it.
Until listen and realise that they
No,
don't. Yeah.
no, get that off.
We actually know more than you guys. So you're not doing the podcast anymore. Go away.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is okay. I can't really do news because I haven't really prepared for it. But we finally seen
A film.
AntMan and the Wasp.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Just as I said, it was such a change to go in. I enjoyed it.
I know. You said the sound quality.
I just
after
went,
not
wow.
being there. It's so good. But two or three false starts. We tried to go, and then there was a sick baby and
Sick dog.
Plans had to be changed.
Yeah.
And then we booked this in a couple of days ago.
we got permission from the better halves.
But then
We used all our brownie points.
I've been cutting up a fence and burning stuff. We've been doing decorating, so hopefully we'll see another film this week, and then
Jesus.
and we're going to try and get this out
then.
weekly. I don't care. We're going to do it because now we're official
podcastists.
worldgeeklynews.com.
Yeah.
We need to keep it up.
We need to, or they'll get someone better.
They'll get someone better, yeah.
Which won't be difficult.
There was a bit of news, which I'm gonna, because I wrote an article about it. It was about Danny Boyle leaving Bond.
Yeah, I am so disappointed.
I'm quite disappointed.
But I think it was it's trying to imagine what a Danny Boyle James Bond film would be.
Well, what it was that they already had a script, and then he came in
With his writers
and wanted to change it, and I think MGM, Sony, and the Broccolis, they kind of gave him permission to do it, but it's just,
But they've gone back to the original, haven't they? The original script, because apparently it was about the Russians, wasn't it? And it was they're trying to make a twist of what's happening just now. And
bring in the relevant
to put it in, putting it in.
You could kind of say that the Timothy Dalton Bonds are more relevant now than ever.
What, Goldmember?
Goldmember?
GoldenEye, sorry.
No, you went Timothy Dalton. That was Brosnan.
GoldenEye?
Yeah. That was Brosnan.
I was thinking GoldenEye.
Oh.
But I don't know where Goldmember came from.
That was Austin Powers.
I know. The send up. GoldenEye is my favourite Bond car chase when it comes out in that tank. Yeah.
He knocks walls down.
I know. That is a James Bond thing.
Hey, it always comes back to Bond, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like we've got a rating system based on Bond. Anyway.
Which
other
we
than that,
haven't done.
We've. That's what I mean. We were going to see movies, and then we're going to do topics, and then we're going to do that. But we're going to have to get the wives on board.
Yeah. unless we give them money, or nights out, or get rid of your 3 kids, my dog, and work.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us is going to have to win the lottery.
Well, I am trying. I've got a lottery ticket. Need to check. So
I haven't.
But is there any news that you can think of?
No, I mean, I've seen a few trailers. I mean, I've seen a few films.
We could maybe talk about the trailers that we saw in there, because there was a couple
that we like to look
yeah.
off. I mean, the Kim one. What was it? Missing? Searching. That looked different.
It seemed like there was a horror film, wasn't there, a couple of years back.
Unfriended, is it?
Something like that, where it's all through computer monitors or computer cameras. And
it was that one. It was the one where it was the girl house. Was it Girl's House, where all the girls were like doing sex videos and the guy came and killed them all?
All right, okay.
It's a horror. It's not. It's a horror. It's
You've been on the internet.
It is a horror. I didn't watch it because me, I'm scared of horrors.
No, well, kind of same with me. I don't search out horror films. Although we are coming up to October, where I'm going to be doing me.
Yeah, your
Halloween
usual
countdown.
Yeah. I mean, I did watch Patient Zero, which is Matt Smith's new film.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
You haven't, because it's not out for a couple of weeks.
How did you get that?
It was your DVD player.
Oh my God!
Yeah, your DVD player worked again.
So you've nicked it.
Yeah.
Right, I see.
So Patient Zero, where Stanley Tucci is a zombie. Yeah, and he's the best zombie ever.
Right.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but he's brilliant. He is Stanley Tucci, but he's a zombie.
He's a zombie.
And Matt Smith is half zombie as well, and very enjoyable.
Has he shed his 11th Doctor?
He's shed his hair.
Shed his hair.
And he's got a slightly dodgy American accent, almost as bad as Terminator.
He did in Genesis, though, didn't he? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Terminator as well. If we want to
New
jump
Terminator,
subject.
yeah.
Oh.
Because of Linda Hamilton.
Yes.
You know what? I now judge me, right? I was about 8 or 9 when I saw Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I showed it to my son, who is 9. He loved it.
So I don't see why not.
No.
There's nothing. I mean, there's a bit of violence in it, but it's almost like comic book violence. But if you saw another James Cameron movie like Titanic, not Titanic, sorry,
you got drowning and stuff.
Well, I was thinking that, or
The Abyss,
or Aliens.
Or no, it was fired off Piranha 2.
Yeah. Well, what was the other one he did? He
Aliens.
did with James Cameron. Avatar. I mean, you don't want him watching Avatar.
No, he's not going to watch that. I've got it on Blu-ray.
You've got that underneath your bloody bed. That's the sort of bloody film that is.
It's still unopened. I got it for Christmas, and it's still unopened. I got it for Christmas like 10 years ago or whatever it was. Maybe not 10 years ago. It just, yeah. He loved it, and I was actually really enjoying it because I haven't watched it for such a long time. It's such a perfect
action movie.
Yes.
You mentioned because you said about us maybe doing Schwarzenegger's top 10, but I would put that with a Cameron top 10 as well.
Yeah,
James Cameron top 10, because some of the movies he's done. I mean, my favourite is Aliens, but Terminator 2. Yeah. Oh, it is
groundbreaking.
Stunning.
When you say groundbreaking. A lot of films have like groundbreaking this, but that was.
But you look at that now, and it still looks good.
It does.
It does.
Twin
when he kills the twin,
yes,
you know they're a twin.
The amount of twins in that film. The version I watched as well was the one that had all the extra bits in. You know, where she's about to destroy his chip, right? And I grew up with the cut version on video. Watching this was like watching a brand new film, because you get the whole
story that he's meant to say.
The reason, the fact of the matter is he learns, and the line at the end is, I know now why you cry, but I can't do it. He's learned because they turned on his learning parameters. And
it sounds like bloody Data from Star Trek at the moment.
But it's brilliant.
But that's what AI is, isn't it? AI, they always think AI is going to be bad because it's going to go and let's just kill the humans, but it could be that they actually.
You look into it from that point of view, and all the other films that have come after haven't looked at this point. It's like Skynet purposely make these individual robots or cyborgs without this learning thing on. They have it, but they don't turn it on. Why does Skynet do that? Because individuality breeds what? Revolution. So these Terminators could evolve, and why not do a film like that? Sorry, this has turned into a Terminator thing, but that's just what I was thinking. And watching it, it's 1991. Is that when it was made? Yeah, it looks crisp and clean, and the blue filter makes it beautiful. And that, my son said the word beautiful when he was talking about it. And I was like, brilliant. And I pointed out the bit where T-1000's flying the helicopter and he's got 3 hands. And I was like, I had to rewind it because they missed it. So.
But again, he could do that.
Yes.
He could do that because he can have a third hand.
Yes, he can.
That's not a problem.
Groundbreaking film. Brilliant film.
That's anyway. AntMan and the Wasp.
AntMan and the Wasp. We went to see that finally.
Yeah.
The last Marvel film we saw was Infinity War.
Yeah.
And this really doesn't have much to do with that. It's set.
No. It's set around at the same time.
Yeah. Just before, and then during. Yeah. And it's good. I enjoyed it. I've missed most of the reviews and stuff on it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's seen as to be a good film.
Well, it's just shy of 500 million.
Right.
Worldwide. It took about 200 million in America and about 320 odd million around the world.
That's not good then,
it's not good for them, but it's much more than the last one.
Right.
I mean, they all had a budget of 70 million and they made 185 or something like this.
Okay.
In America. And they always seem to have low budget for it. I think it's the plus one when it comes after Avengers. It seems to be their slot to go.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing. No. I mean, low expectations, which, I mean, $500 million, we're not doing well this year.
Yeah, $500 million.
Yeah. What did the other one do? $2 billion for that and about 1.3 for Black Panther.
Yeah.
So, I enjoy it. It's again done for laughs.
Yeah.
And the laughs are better.
The
laughs are better this time. And the interplay, I think, is better as well.
Yeah. I agree. I like the character development of
Evangeline Lilly.
Yes, I can't remember it. Hope.
Or Wasp.
Hope Van Dyne. Or Wasp. Yeah, she just, it is pretty much her film.
Yeah. But I mean, and the Wasp, we brought her into it. I mean, it's like a starter movie for her.
Yeah. We've had AntMan, and now here's the Wasp, and she was great. She was a lot better
physically,
more character in this than in the first one, just with everything that she did, and I suppose it's more her story anyway, because they're getting the mother back.
Well, again, it's the first one. She was meant to be this type woman who hated her, so she was like a spy.
Yeah,
she was like the mole sort of thing. But this time she can show her feelings. She can be more expressive. I still don't think she'll go with Paul Rudd. She's far too good looking for Paul Rudd. That's just...
Yeah, but it's funny, and that's what women say,
is it?
don't they? Well, I'm not funny.
The lion. You're funny weird. You're not funny, haha.
Yeah.
Trust me, take it from one who knows. I'm funny weird as well.
No, but so right. So the
good premise.
Story. Yeah, go on then.
Good premise.
Explain what the story.
Basically, we've found another universe. They've done the magic. They've done outer space.
Yeah.
And they're moving into the quantum realm now, which is basically the smallest. There's a little clip from, I don't know if you saw it, the Animal House, which I mentioned during.
Yes, yeah, you did.
And it was Donald Sutherland in the background talking about how an atom in your finger could be another set of planets.
Yeah.
And that is like, so you can have more characters from there who will come out.
Yeah. Oh, there was a. Oh, right. Are we going spoilers?
Go on.
Well,
Everyone must have seen it by now.
Yeah, we're late. We're late to the party, which I have an opening for my YouTube videos. Yeah, late to the party. It's me entering a room, going, hey, but the party's dead, and it's just Anyway, don't worry about that. But
I'm sure it looks better than it sounded.
Yeah. Well, it's all in my head. So, there was a point in the film that I was like, oh, they've done it. They've actually done it. Because what's Michelle Pfeiffer's character called?
Van Diem. It was Van Diem. Miss Van Diem he called her, didn't he?
Yeah, but what's the first name?
Mother.
Okay, right. Anyway, Michelle Pfeiffer's character comes back from the quantum realm, and she heals Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
She also heals Hank Pym,
Michael Douglas,
while he's in the quantum realm. And there was a point in the first film where it said he can't shrink anymore because he'll go crazy
because of the Pym particles.
Now, has she healed that?
Is he shrunk, or has he shrunk because he's in the suit? Because he never actually put the suit on. He was shrunk.
Yeah.
In the
no. But what I mean is, when she touched his head, does that mean that he's healed and he can now shrink? No.
I think it's more like the fact that he was suffering from the quantum.
Right. sickness
illness
or whatever.
there,
Yeah. Right. How did she survive that then?
She said that she adapted. You know what I mean? She said she adapted and evolved.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that. Right. She used the word adapt and evolve or evolution. They've brought in the mutants. I think that's how they could bring in the mutants. They're getting Fox. They're getting the X-Men. This could be the opening of how that happens by bringing out quantum energy.
Right.
They could release it into the world, and then you have your...
Yeah, right, so that's how mutants start. Apart from
Wolverine and
Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Why?
Well, they were mentioned different characters, and one of them was the Vala Deluxe and it was Vala Deluxe. One of them was mentioned was actual, because Peter Parker's meant to be a mutant as well, isn't he? In certain films, he is, like the mutagen.
Not in this one though.
But they mentioned, I can't remember if it was Cyclops. They mentioned.
Did they?
Yeah, they don't actually mention by name, but they mention him as a valedictorian at a school in,
and
that is meant to be like Cyclops or something like that. That's meant to be one of the mutants.
Well, I suppose the Pims have been around for a fair few years, haven't they? So, and she also mentioned time vortex at the end, which I liked. I thought,
Wibbly wobbly.
Oh, what's that mean then? Are we gonna? But right, we'll get to that point in a minute. It's just like you start talking about it, and then you remember another thing, and then it pops into your head, and you need to get it out. But yeah, so you've got. But I just think the fact that she said adapt and evolve, to me that's mutation, and that means mutant. And I think X-Men.
I mean, hopefully, but it's the link. I mean, I remember, I can't remember which comics it was when superheroes felt mutants, and it's like, what is the difference between a superhero and a mutant? Honestly, what is the difference?
The mutants are hated, and the superheroes are loved.
But I mean, I remember they were fighting each other, and it was sort of thing. I can't remember which comic series it was.
Avengers versus X-Men or something.
Yeah, something like that. But it was. They did a whole series of it, and it was like all the superheroes killed all the mutants because to. And it was like the superheroes helped the government to hunt down and kill mutants, sort of thing.
Silly people. Yeah, I can't remember what the other point was now that jumped into my head that got me all excited.
Adapt and evolve in time.
Oh, that was it, right.
Wobbly.
Yeah, what do you think of the face stuff at the beginning, the very opening of Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer?
How good they are young.
Them. I thought it was
brilliant. And Woodcomb, Lawrence Fishburne as well.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne as well, yeah.
I thought Woodcomb, Neil was going to come out and start when he's fighting him. He was that young.
Take the red pill. The red pill was to go back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because
we had that music earlier on in that film from the Nutcracker. I was thinking, Jesus.
Oh, that film looks awful, doesn't it?
I actually quite liked it. I liked that more than Greatest Showman. I'm sure it's out on DVD player. I can't remember.
Well,
I'm sure
Nutcracker,
it's somewhere.
my DVD player.
Yeah, your DVD player. It's magic.
It is magic. It's impressive. No, but what I'm thinking is like they've got to a point where it is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like she looked like she didn't have anything on like CGI much. But then again,
it's just a hair. Hair look. But that's how the only reason they aged it was that they put a bit of hair on.
Yeah, a bit of grey, whatever. But I'm just waiting. I want to know because they have already established the past Marvel in like from 1940s to whatnot. How long before we have a film with de-aged Michael Douglas, de-aged Michelle Pfeiffer, de-aged Lawrence Fishburne, de-aged Samuel L. Jackson, or something like that, and a full film with full actors de-aged?
Well, again, remember what we saw? We saw Star Wars. They had, which column in it? The horror guy, Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing, the horror guy, it was horrible.
Yeah. And it was they had Carrie Fisher doing at the end of that. I mean, it started already, but the problem is your problem with that is it's like animation. You don't get the nuance unless you have like something like which comes Floating Castle, or any of those Studio Ghibli things.
Yeah.
They can't. Animation is very hard to get expression from the faces and that acting bit.
Well, it is. They're still acting,
but
they're just de-aged. So you still get any expression. But the thing about the Peter Cushing one was it was an actor underneath, so not everything could have synced up. But
Hopefully.
Samuel L. Jackson is going to be in Captain Marvel.
With 2 eyes.
With 2 eyes, but he's going to be de-aged as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although, yeah, I don't think he needs it.
No, he doesn't. I mean, as long as he's bald, he's fine. Yeah. I mean, do you see Mr.
He's going to have hair, isn't he? He's going to have
hair.
hair.
Did you see Mr. Motivator this morning?
You know what? I did.
Yeah,
I saw Mr. Motivator this morning.
I thought, geez, he's
still
aged.
going. He's still got those damn leotards. Yeah. But I
guess we were working hard today.
Well,
I was working.
I don't know. You've got, yeah.
I've got TVs at work because of the things I do.
Yeah, and I think I was going outside to chop wood. It's a random day.
Yeah.
But I think that I don't know if I want them to do it. I just think it's got to be on their little blackboard of ideas. Full de-aged film.
No, I
set
don't,
in the past.
I mean, I'd love an old one. I'd love them to if they ever do a the first. I mean, who would be the oldest superhero? I mean, you've had Apocalypse appear in the last X-Men movie, yeah. But I mean, who else would appear? Who would be the first superhero?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to have to do the top 10 worst superhero movies as well.
Well, we need to write these down, don't we? Because we need to get these are the topics that we need to do.
Pick 5 each.
Yeah, and we just go away
and argue.
And argue, yeah. Because that's what people like.
Sounds familiar.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Great Showman was great.
What was? Great Showman?
Yeah.
You'll start singing next.
I sing it all the time. Sometimes catch myself putting it on in the car when there's no kids in the car.
I do that with Morrissey.
The Morrissey reference, you like that, yeah?
Every day is like Sunday.
Where's me knife?
Yeah.
But the action in AntMan and the Wasp,
yeah, great.
I thought it was
the
great.
Pez was hilarious. We didn't know it was coming, but it was
in the trailer. But
I loved the the Godzilla references.
Go on.
Well, when he came up and then the head came up,
the head out of the water,
it was like Godzilla coming out.
It was when he was swimming. Oh, here's a whale, and it's coming across, and you can just see him swimming.
Yeah.
And
and then when he came up, it was like Godzilla coming up.
It was good. The villain, the ghost.
It was okay. I mean, it was a workable one.
Yeah,
it was not. It wasn't a big.
It's a villain they didn't kill off.
Yeah, it wasn't a really big bad villain. She was just trying to save herself, wasn't she, from dying?
Yeah, it got to the point where she had to really.
I think she had been trained more by Hydra than Shield. Because if you think about what she was doing, killing people and all that sort of thing, and we know what happened with Captain America. She's been doing more of the Hydra stuff
and secret stuff, so she's been taking stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
Shield don't usually kill people.
No.
They try not to anyway.
Yeah.
But Hydra don't give a monkeys.
No.
So we find there's a Hydra connection to her.
Ah, yeah. Do you think she'll be back? Because they didn't kill her off for a reason.
And they said that she'll need more of the power to heal her.
To heal herself,
So she will have still the thing, but she'll be able to control it probably a bit better.
That'd be good. Yeah. If they can do the same with, like they did with Hope Van Dyne, if they can, develop the character more, you've got a new hero?
Yeah. Well, a new anti-hero again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good costume, good mask, good premise. I mean, it was an accident, like most superheroes are.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, I think if we are going back into the quantum level, the fact she's got quantum energy requirements, the fact that she's got quantum energy is where her power comes from, she will have, if they are going back to the quantum world, she will be involved in some way.
Yeah. You could almost call her a mutant or something, couldn't you?
You're just desperate to get the mutants in.
You
start saying Greatest Showman's a mutant, or like something like Logan or something's in it or something.
It is. It's in the title sequence with James Mangold. In the corners, you have Wolverine's claws, and it's great. I wanted to show you the picture, but I can't find it. Well, next time you watch it, when James Mangold's
I'm not going to watch it.
You are going to watch it because
I don't watch it. My missus puts it on, and I walk out the room.
Right, but when you're waiting,
I'm not waiting. I am not waiting.
When you walk in,
we had this conversation.
When you're walking into
10 worst movies. I've told you, Grease.
When you're walking into the kitchen when she's put it on, just glance at the TV. If you see James Mangold, look in the corner, you'll see Wolverine's claws.
No.
Yes, you will.
No, I'd rather watch Grease. Top 10 worst movies. Grease.
I agree. Grease is rubbish. I'm trying not to swear.
Yeah, it's almost as bad. Well, we don't know. We might get thrown out. Geekly News. What is it? Just
WorldGeeklyNews.com.
Two old men arguing in a bloody car park.
Yeah, there's another article going up on Tuesday.
Yeah, I keep telling you, it's the ones from the Muppets. Would you call it the Startler, Waldorf and Startler?
Well, we just
It wasn't all bad. Yes, it was. It was all bad. That was my Waldorf impression.
Oh God. Yeah.
No, so yeah. So.
No, it was good. It was quite self-contained. It was set mostly in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And
seeing the sights that we see in every San Francisco movie.
Yeah, going down.
Or down the windy
like you said,
lane,
the windy,
It's like, I know that street. How do I know that street? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was in this, and this.
Yeah.
How many times the car's gone down there?
I know.
I even remember it in the
Herbie.
Simpsons.
Yeah, I remember the Herbie when I put the love bug. I think it was the first time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that the whole relationship with Scott, is it Scott? Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott.
With who? With Hank Pym?
With his
daughter.
Ex-wife and her husband. I thought the whole hugging thing, if that was me, no, it wouldn't be like that at all.
But it's like 2 years of, they got together because remember he saved his life didn't at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he's not trying to break the family up anymore.
No.
So it's just they're like one big family.
Yeah. I suppose it's for the daughter.
It's modern. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Set in San Francisco.
But the fact is that it's at the end of that film, it's not, oh yes, we want to be together now. It's like, I'll wait outside. It's not a saccharine
That film was so
overrated.
Funnily enough, I put a post on my on my Facebook page the other day. What are the films that I loved by all, but you don't like?
A drive-by fruiting. I love that movie to a point, right? It's been my servant.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
Yeah, there's that. Oh Christ! But see, Robert Williams, Good Morning Vietnam. I love Good Morning Vietnam for the first 45 minutes. Then it's like,
yeah, and I know what you mean. There's a few films that you get to a point and it's like, but yeah,
they have to bring the serious part of the story in just to make it.
Yeah. The Oscar bait, is it?
Yeah,
no, I don't know. I just think a little bit too, when he came in for the cuddle, the hug, and it's like he wouldn't do that. Even yeah.
You're not a cuddling sort of person.
No.
If it was Hulk Hogan, if it was Matt Smith, I meant to say Logan, not Hulk Hogan. For some reason, I said that.
No. I put my arm around Jenna Coleman when I got a picture with her.
You got arrested. You
that's why we haven't had a podcast out for the last few weeks.
I've been recovering from the last punch.
What about the the comedy aspect to it?
We did say that the comedy was much better.
It was good. Well, you've got the whole the interplay between Hope and Scott was great. And when his suit was malfunctioning,
and the little tip when he was so small.
Yeah, and he's like, he just stops.
Come on, you can make it.
You can make it. It's just not helping at all. It shows that they have. We only saw them kiss at the end of the first film.
Yeah,
and then we've got this.
Well, they said that they kissed, they split up. So
yeah. So, but the relationship seems strong. No, what I mean is, even though we haven't seen it, there is relationship there. We can see that in the subtext and in the scenes that they are together in. So their relationship has grown even though we haven't seen it, and I think that works well.
Well, they had it's probably 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah,
because if you think about it from the previous, and they said
it's 2 years from Civil War, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And how long between Civil War and AntMan there was the first time? Because he had to beat up Falcon, didn't he? Yeah. And Falcon was an Avenger by then, so that was like.
Did Falcon go? He did, didn't he?
Falcon.
He disappeared, didn't he?
I think he did. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Groot disappeared. That was the one that made me cry. Yeah.
Did it make you cry?
No, just trying to make you feel better.
No, didn't make me cry.
No, Great Showman bloody did.
No, it didn't. It made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh, Jesus, I've got to sit with you.
Even though I've read the Wikipedia and he was a horrible guy in real life.
Yeah, he just basically got people who were
and enslaved them.
Yeah,
and put them in cages.
In terms for their own freedom.
He was a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah. Let's just call him Barnum. Yeah.
I think he said that he was. What's the thing when you're on your deathbed and you feel bad?
Guilty.
Maybe, yeah, something like that. I thought we began with R.
Remorseful.
Remorseful, that's the one. Yeah, see? I get there in the end.
We get there. It's a roundabout way.
Yeah,
you try and bring it back on the subject, put a bit of discipline into it, and I just go wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. That's what we do. That is why our podcast is the best. And that is why we are an official podcast of WorldGeeklyNews.com. Yes, I'm saying it again. I don't care. But no, I really enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp. More than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Because, following Infinity War, you don't really know where it's going to stand. Mm-hmm. But it's completely...
It's for
away
comedy.
From it, isn't it?
I mean, it's like we've watched Shazam, haven't we? We've watched the trailer for that,
that's great.
And that looks completely standalone from everything.
No, it doesn't though.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the comedy and the fact that it's not as dark.
Yeah,
I know that it's leading up to it, but I'm saying the fact that they've went, Christ, let's give the people a better time.
Give them a laugh, yeah. And and that is the best one to do. Yeah. In that, it's because it's a kid becoming. Yeah, a superhero.
Doing the, what do you call it, flossing as well? Yeah.
The floss, yeah.
I call it Frontline for some reason, that dance.
Frontline.
Yeah, because that's what it's always on, isn't it? It's always on that bloody game.
Or Fortnite. Frontline, isn't that like...
Frontline. The reason, do you know what I'm thinking, Frontline? Yeah. It's because when he shrunk, it was like bed bugs or, what do you call it? Was that 3 things were going to bite him? It was either bed bugs or lice or something.
Tardigrade, that's what she's
I thought they looked more like bloody lice or something.
Yeah, Frontline. So
she said, look, Frontline. There's a dog, It's a dog flea.
I thought you must have fleed your dog today.
I did yesterday. She got it on a Sunday morning bloody breakfast.
Oh yeah, it's not Sunday, is it? Oh, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Oh, it's work tomorrow.
No, it's not. Some of them have got Tuesday off.
Oh, get lost. Whatever. Yeah, so where were we?
I don't know. Well, look, we're talking about Frontline.
Frontline?
Yeah.
Oh, when he shrank. Yeah. I like the fact that it was Hank Pym going down to get his wife. I thought that was good. And
I mean, it was, as I said, it was decent. But scares. I mean, normally these things you think, well, yeah, they're going to get through it. They've realised, put actual danger to come in, sort of thing. I mean, I think Paul Rudd as well, because he tried to save her and put his body on the line, saving her would also help.
Yeah.
When you trying to get back with your girlfriend.
Yeah. And it did. It worked.
Yeah, it worked. But
no, there wasn't really much that I could say
was bad.
Even like the
Stan Lee bit.
The Stan Lee bit was good.
Sexes were great, but I'm suffering for it now. I mean, it's something new with the smallness. I mean, carrying the building around like a suitcase.
Yeah.
I know we knew about it, but it does work. It's brilliant.
It does,
and it's just...
And when it grows at the end, it's still got the handle up.
Yeah, it's stuck up.
But, I'm just... Even the guys, the gangster guys, the guys with the truth serum. Yeah. Or was it truth serum?
Is it truth serum?
They work well.
Yeah, it was funny as well. I mean, it was like the way his best mate,
Michael Pena.
Yeah, when it was like, and they were like this, and we're like, and they're doing the talking.
Yeah, and like the way he, because he's describing it, and then
where's he at? But, well, literally, he's like this, and he goes through that all just because he's like where he is in his person.
In the flashbacks, it's like when they're doing it, they're saying it as he's saying it, and it's so funny. And seeing the characters do all that, I love it. It's great, and I suppose that's what makes it stand out. And you don't get that in another Marvel film.
No, I mean, of course, it's maybe Guardians of the Galaxy when Witchcom argue. When Star-Lord argues with Witchcom, the bunny rabbit and stuff. I mean, the last one when Thor was going to him like rabbit, and all, and just calling him rabbit the whole time.
Yeah,
I mean that's as close as you get. I mean they are pushing it now. I mean it's
But you always see that though, that things start off with quite a serious face, and then they go like, look at X-Files. That was serious from the start, and then you had the odd episode here and there, and I think it was like series 7 or series 6 that was comedy episode, serious. Yeah, stuff like that. That's what I mean.
I mean,
Things
Supernatural.
happen like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Supernatural. I love their specials. I mean, that Scooby-Doo one.
Yeah.
It just blew me away when I was watching it.
I'm back on it now. I'm back on it.
Yeah,
I'm back on series 13.
I'm still watching it. I've not stopped. But it was like the one where the first time they met Gabriel, or when he was Loki at the time, and he just kept killing Sam. Oh. Or was it Dean?
No, Dean,
yeah. Dean.
He dies. It's like a
piano falling on and all.
yeah,
just thinking,
stupid.
I mean,
Didn't he get killed by something completely stupid, like a paper cut or something?
Yeah.
And he...
I mean, it was that one. I loved the one we went into the old was it a vampire or something who loved the old horror films, and so he was Frankenstein. One person killed him as a wolf man, and it was all in black and white, and it was like
There was an X-Files episode like that as well, wasn't there?
Yeah. Oh. I never watched the film with Billy Connolly in it, the X-Files film.
Have you not? Well, no. You're not missing much.
Billy Connolly, funniest guy in the world.
Yeah, but he's not funny in that.
He can't act.
I think he can. He's not funny in that.
Name 2 films he can act in.
That he can act in.
Yeah,
I give him permission to.
Yeah, what Mrs. Brown is one nobody says normally.
Is that a good one?
Yeah,
I've seen the semi-sequel.
Yeah, that one with the Indian gentleman
guy. Yeah. Is it Victoria and Abdul?
Yeah.
It's quite good actually. It's quite sad that what happens at the end. I'm not gonna. No, you know what? So it's spoilers for Victoria and Abdul. She dies, and then he gets thrown back to India, and it says in like a write up at the end, it's like this was rediscovered after the fact, like a few years ago or something. So
he got no. Said he was good in that. I mean, I liked him in Boondock Saints.
Right, yeah.
Which is just one of my favourite all-time movies. The use of the F word, it's just spectacular. Some of the stuff in that.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
It was a good night. It's been a while since I took the pictures.
Right.
And I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna say that we're going to see another film this week.
Jesus.
And you should say the same.
Right. Okay. Can you phone her for me and tell her?
Yeah,
Excuse me, Mum. Can you come out to play?
I'll message her on there and I'll say...
You'll just sing Greatest Showman lyrics down to her line. And
I could do. Yeah, that will work, wouldn't it?
But what we're going to go and see then?
I want to see that puppet one. The Muppet one.
Happy Day. It's out 27th.
I thought it was out now.
No, 27th it's out. That is this week.
Oh, it is this week?
Yeah, that's Wednesday or Thursday.
Right, we'll do that.
That's fine.
We'll do that because then we can go and we can start doing this weekly. I know it's Monday night now, but if we keep it at weekends, if we can get together, see a film, or if we just get together and do a topic. And I sent you the message of all the dates of films.
Yeah.
If we stick to those dates.
Right. Well, I am away in Nottingham on the 18th September, which is a Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. It's 3 weeks today and tomorrow. I've got my sister's wedding. Although I'm not going to use the wedding word. It's
nuptials.
Well, because she's been married before, and her and Sarah are now getting together. They want as a civil partnership.
That's nice.
They don't want to use the marriage word.
Right.
So I'm not allowed to say it. And if she hears about this, she'll kill me.
Well,
if you've met my sister, Christ.
She needs to listen because we need the listeners.
Yeah. Well, Sarah's one to ask, not Karen.
Okay.
Because Karen's jazz hands and theatre major and all these sort of things. And
okay.
And how American am I turning saying theatre major?
Theatre major.
She's a teacher of drama. That's the difference. No, she is, honest.
All right.
She's not just a drama queen.
Well,
although she is that as well.
Let's finish up AntMan and the Wasp.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm going to say it's a good James Bond film.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with it.
That was into my top 5 at the moment. If I think about it, probably my top 5 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Easily.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm. That's good.
Because it's funny.
That's good.
Much better than Age of Ultron.
Yeah. God, yeah.
Yeah.
Better than
Civil War.
Dark World. Thor: Dark World.
Yeah, but not as good as Ragnarok.
No.
Because that was funny as well.
It was, but
and that was the interplay between Hulk and Thor. I thought was the bit that I liked in that.
But then again, I suppose we've had more time with them as well, so that works because of the
we've grown with them.
Yeah, we've grown with them. Whereas this is the second film for AntMan,
Yeah.
Or
yeah, third if you include Civil War.
Yeah, and he was only in it for a bit. That's what another.
And he was annoying in Civil War anyway.
Was he?
Yeah.
Why were you?
I just didn't like Civil War that much.
You team.
Well, I'm definitely Team Cap. I don't like Stark.
I was Team Stark.
Oh, you're Team Superman. You've got no bloody choice. You're weird anyway.
I'm not weird. You brought it back to Superman. I was going to try and stay away from it.
Why?
Because I said I would.
You look at pictures and think, oh, look, there's a Superman logo.
I'm wearing my belt buckle with our Superman
on. I keep telling you, I've raised my kids well because I prefer Batman to Superman.
Everyone prefers Batman.
Yeah, because he's a much better role model.
Because you're all sheep.
Meh.
Yeah. That's what I didn't get as well. Like, Hank and Hope were like really like cross with Scott for going to Germany and doing the Civil War stuff. But he was kidnapped.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? And he was like unconscious in the van.
No, he was asleep because it was a time difference. He just slept the whole way.
Right.
That's what he said.
So he was asked then.
He went. He volunteered.
All right, whatever.
But no. What got me more than anything was seeing how clever Hank Pym is.
Yeah.
It made me think him and Stark, how clever they are. Just wish we could get Reed Richards in there. And just get the three of them, like the brain tank.
I know, but we're not going to have it, are we? Because we're going to have Robert Downey Jr. is going to go.
I know.
No, we're still going to have Hank Pym. I thought he was going to die in this.
But is he in the next Spider-Man movie as well?
Who? Stark?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know, because again, that's what I don't like about the knowing everything about the films.
Yeah.
Because I know he's not going to be dead, and he disappeared at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah, Spider-Man did.
But
he's coming back.
Yeah, we know he's coming back, and there's a film there.
Too, and
all that stuff. It's like how good Infinity War was. It's still just a fake out.
Yeah.
And yeah, they might keep deaths like Loki and stuff because contracts are up.
Well, you said that about Chris with Thor, didn't you? You thought Thor might change because he's one of the ones that's...
He could.
That's one thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay, go on.
The new Star Trek, the fact that it's might not be working now. They've dropped...
What?
Hemsworth's dropped out.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
which comes dropped out?
That's what I mean. I've had all this stuff on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll show you a list
not believe
of news, because what I can do is I can just flip this to the front.
Maybe. Because when we talk about this, I'm going to blame you.
Okay, go on then.
For the reason. Do you know why Star Trek 3 didn't work? The last one.
Beyond?
Yeah.
It did work. It's great.
Didn't work. Yeah. Why did it work? What did you say? How did you describe it?
It was like a episode.
Like an episode of Star Trek.
Yeah.
The fact is, these movies work. For us, we love them because they're episodes of Star Trek. That's not who they're aiming for. We're going to go and see it anyway. You've got to have a film which isn't just based on an episode to bring all these people together.
I know. I disagree. I think it was Into Darkness that affected Star Trek Beyond.
Because Khan was so bad.
Because they brought Khan in. They ruined the idea of Khan. Kirk is supposed to find Khan floating around in space. They're supposed to part, because they do part mutually. They allow them to go off and find a planet and do that, and then
live with his girlfriend.
And then Wrath of Khan happens because there's a planet that has shifted orbit and plunged them into like a hell planet. But because they are augmented humans, they can survive. But he swears bloody revenge against Kirk, and you can't do that in a film.
You see, now what they've done with the film is they've made it more like he would be in the first one. You know, when the original season he met him, when he was trying to take over everything.
Yes.
That's more of what it was like.
Yeah,
like what we.
But then it went further. Then it tried to go further and flip it with Spock versus Khan, and it just. And I think because of that, Star Trek Beyond suffered. I don't think it's because it was an episode. And I just think it was because, things had dropped, and then we had Star Wars back as well.
Yeah, but the first Star Trek movies, the only movie I went to the pictures twice to see, because it was that good. I went to the pictures twice to see it.
Right.
And I just thought, when I first saw that, I thought, wow, this is what I thought Star Trek was going to be about forever.
But again, as well,
what because like Abrams leaving?
No, because Abrams ruined Star Trek Into Darkness. And the script that we got, or the story we got from Simon Pegg, worked in Beyond. And there's bits with the dirt bike that could have.
I've been watching Chris Pine movies lately,
and he's on a bike a lot.
He can ride a bike. Yeah. Wow! Did you have to bring it in every movie?
It's like Tom Cruise running.
It's like Tom Cruise in a motorbike.
or in a plane.
Yeah.
Or hanging
or
off
smiling with a pair of sunglasses.
Or leaping over. Yeah. With his middle tooth. Right, I had a list because we were gonna meet up and do this. Well, all right. Jon Favreau's Star Wars he's making a TV show,
right? Which
will reportedly cost $100 million.
Right.
That was the news for ages ago. Supergirl movie is in the works with DC.
Is that from the TV series? And because there's another big crossover, isn't it, between Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl then coming up?
No, it's going to be a different, like from the film, for the film.
A bit like Flash and Justice League, so they brought a different Flash out.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't as good as the original Flash in the TV series. And I don't even watch the Flash.
Well, we haven't got a Flash film yet. We don't know what he's like. Although he can't see, he doesn't know how to run in Justice League. But I just think that film is full of holes anyway.
Superman size.
Whatever. No, he came back, he was great.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the best part of the film.
So the death of Superman...
They ruined the... It could have been better. They could have brought it back better. And they could have covered up the stupid CGI mask by giving him a beard. Why not? Just do that.
Well, it had long hair in the original one, didn't it? The death of Superman, he had the longer hair, the mullet. But
we're not talking about DC. I was just mentioning that there's a Supergirl movie in the works
Which
at
is
DC. Hasbro are working on a sequel to Power Rangers.
I love Power Rangers.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And the bit where they're actually going to fight and the music comes on, he's like, oh, well done. Yeah. This is how old this has been written. Idris Elba is being eyed up for Bond, but it's not, because I think I read something else that they don't want him now. Venom is going to be PG-13.
I hope not.
No, it is. But you know why?
The Spider-Man
in the hope for a Spider-Man crossover in the future. You're ruining the
original film.
Yeah.
To make a sequel which won't happen because you've ruined the first film.
Yeah. So the scene in the trailer where he's like, "I'm going to bite your face off."
Yeah.
No. It might still be in there.
It was like we heard this Batman versus Superman. Oh yeah, we're going to have an 18 cut of it so we can watch it. That didn't appear. That was just more bloody hype.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things in there. Well, I still argue that. No, I'm not even arguing anymore. I'm fed up with it. Just bring out new movies, keep it all in the same continuity, and then a few years down the road, reboot. Just do that. Shazam's going to be great.
Yeah,
we've got Aquaman as well in December.
Yeah, we've also got the Spider-Man universe thing coming out.
Oh yeah, that looks great, doesn't
cartoon, that's coming out in December.
Yeah, we'll have to go see that.
Yeah. We've got... what else is there? Because we looked at them, didn't I? I said about Patient Zero. There was one or two that I wanted to see.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get up the message I sent you. Yeah, so we've got Happy Time Murders is 27th. Yeah. Predator, The Predator is 12th of September. The House with the Clock on the Walls,
which I do fancy.
I think it looks quite good. Venom 5th of October. Goosebumps 12th of October.
Yeah, which I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I did. Halloween 19th of October. Bohemian Rhapsody 24th of October. Slaughterhouse Rules. Have you seen the trailer for that?
It's like no.
It's like a Simon Pegg, Nick Frost team up.
Pick up. Wow.
So I think that might be quite good to go and see.
That one you put down, which you better not say.
Why?
Well, look what you said, how you spelt it.
Oh, fantastic breasts.
That's why I replied what I did.
What did you reply?
That's what I replied to.
Fantastic breasts is a must. It's me sausage fingers. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. What was I thinking?
Oh, we know what you were thinking.
Fantastic breast. 21st of November. There's Robin Hood.
Actually looks okay.
Does it look okay?
It looks okay.
Looks awful.
Yeah.
30th of November, Ralph Breaks the Internet. 14th of December, Aquaman. Spider-Man into Spider-Verse. Mortal Engines
Which actually looks... I was actually toying reading the book just beforehand. Yeah, because I saw it.
Well, we can do that. Why not? I'll get it on the Audible.
And it destroys London, I don't mind.
Mary Poppins 2. Are we going to see that? Do you think they'll have singing in?
I hope so.
Can Emily Blunt sing?
Yes.
Can she?
What was she singing in? I've heard her singing something else previously. She's been in a musical before.
Oh, she?
I can't remember which one it was in. But I'm pretty sure she can sing.
And then after Christmas, Alita, Battle Angel and Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Which
is James Cameron again?
Yes.
We're going back to Cameron thing.
So yeah, so we've got, if we can...
Get permission.
Put our feet down and say we're going to the cinema, right? Dear. Did you need anything brought back?
Yeah.
We'll do that, and then in between we'll do topics.
Yeah.
I'll start thinking of topics.
I'll start thinking of some as well.
You start thinking of topics, and we'll...
And then we'll have a 5 off.
Yes. But I might even scour the World Geekly News website for...
I think I'll be on it as well. Just
to nick ideas, to be honest.
Well, we're supposed to be representing them.
We are, so why not? Yeah, we'll use them as a source because they are good. The guys, like I say, the guys who are on there, and gals, gals. I don't know what I am. What am I doing?
You were turning to bloody Jimmy Savile then, which was one.
Yeah, all the people on that website, worldgeeklynews.com, they're passionate about what they do, and it's entertaining. It's good. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe get some on.
We've got to try.
Yeah. So, I think we'll call it a day there. It's only a short podcast today.
It's 40 minutes.
Was it 40 minutes? I think we're on 50. You know?
Are we?
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. So, I will tell you, we're at 51 minutes. So, yeah, I think it was good. Are you reading or watching anything?
I've gone through an old lot of books. I'm reading. I don't know if I read one called Ironclads, which was basically I've told you about the Adept ones, Joe Tchaikovsky.
No.
Where they took on the premise of certain different insects, so it was wasps and bees all that sort of thing. Well, he's done a new one, Ironclads, where all the posh people, because the world's flooded. They still want to go to war, so basically they're fighting as corporations in other countries now. A bit like Tekken, corporations around the world. But instead of tanks, you've got these like rich people who are in super robot suits who go around killing people.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're indestructible, but all these other people are just normal human beings, keep getting killed.
Right.
But one has lost his suit and disappeared.
Right.
And so they go behind enemy lines to try and find out what's happened to him. But then they walk. I'll tell you this. But they're in Europe, they're in Norway, but they've been warned not to go near the Finnish.
Yeah.
Because something's happened to the Finnish,
right.
And the Finnish have all been adapted in a biomolecular sense.
Yeah.
So they've all got like superpowers, like the werewolves and the.
All right.
So that they can control flies and do that sort of thing. So against their technology is this almost like they become like mutants, almost like hunters, and they hunt the normal these people in their tank body things.
Yeah.
I finished it. It was pretty good. I've gone back from there on to Joe Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Who is basically sick. He really is. The way he describes people getting killed, fingers chopped off, that sort of thing. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Visceral more than visual.
Yeah.
A guy called Longfinger. It's just Nine Fingers because he bit his own finger off during a fight just because he's a berserker. And he just loses it and just goes and kills everything and everyone. And then you have to just stay away from him until he calms down again. Because he's just...
Well, I watched Skyscraper last night.
Did you? Yeah. Was that on your DVD player?
It was on my DVD player, yeah. You know what? Quite a good little action film.
Oh, I heard it was... I've got it on your DVD player as well.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched it because... I've just been trying to get other things like Ocean's 8 worked.
Yeah.
That Patient Zero, that was a good film, as I said. Upgrade, which is another one, which is quite funny. Upgrade's a bit like Venom.
Yeah.
Whereas it's another body, but instead of a body, it's a chip in the back of his neck. And so he then says, go into defence mode.
Right, yeah.
And then turns out a ninja can kill everyone inside. But it's like Dr. Octopus's arms.
Yeah.
No control, no human thoughts.
Yes.
So he thinks, he just kills the person rather than say disarm them or something like that because it's.
No, quite a good little film because it starts off with you know the idea.
Yeah.
He's lost his leg. It starts off with how he loses his leg, and then goes into the security of this building.
Yeah.
You can see who the villain is from a mile away, but it works because all he's doing is he's going into the building to save his family.
Kids.
And you've seen the poster where it's like he's leaping from this crane into the building. Yeah. It's a lot closer in the film, so it actually makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I thought it looked a bit like a Die Hard remake.
It's kind of Die Hard and Towering Inferno.
Yeah, a bit together.
Because this building is supposed to be completely smart, and it has like fire proof, and it shuts everything up, and gets rid of the flames. And it's taken over by
the baddies.
Bad guys. You know, I can't really remember what the point of the thing was. It was for a chip or something, or a thing. And so it's on fire. There's a safe room at the top with the guy who owns the building. He's got the thing that the bad guys want, but it's really good. And this guy, The Rock, plays this guy who's vowed off guns, and he never uses one in the film. I don't think. I did walk out every night because it was one of those films where you can do something else.
Yeah,
but
iron. Yeah, that's what I usually do.
My lad came and sat down next to us, and there was a bit where he's like, he's holding the gun against the owner's head because he's going to trick him, and then the owner grabs the gun and he's like, oh, but then he pulls a sword out of his pants, and like swords are all right, but guns no. But he doesn't shoot a gun. He never fires a gun near the end, and he saves his daughter and.
So he saves him. You've ruined it.
I don't care.
Spoilers.
It's great. It's great. You can't watch this film and not know what the ending is.
It's The Rock.
It's The Rock, but he plays it well. And there's like a lot.
I was watching Tooth Fairy today.
Yeah.
And he looked so young. And some of the lines, Stephen Merchant. I mean, Stephen Merchant in a poor movie, but you can see he's throwing in his own one-liners. Yeah. And you're like, oh God, you can't say that. It's like he's like saying to The Rock, go and take your face back to Easter Island and stuff like this. And you're like, oh God. And you know The Rock's going, he's just, Stephen Merchant's just being him. But I mean, it was just made the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a long time.
No, still not as good as Game Plan.
Which one's that?
The Rock, where he gets a daughter he didn't know about.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the dog.
It seems like a run for action heroes who do those sort of films. Like the Hulk had Mr. Nanny, yeah.
Yeah, what's called
Vin Diesel did it as well. Yeah. And it's like, this is
even Jackie Chan's done it as well. I mean, it's Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
You got all these things.
Has Sylvester Stallone ever done anything like that?
Yeah, Stop My Mum Will Shoot.
Right, there you go. So that's what I mean. I don't know what I mean. I don't even know why I said that. It's just words coming out of my mouth.
Action heroes becoming trying to do comedy.
Yeah, trying to do comedy. But yeah, when I used to watch the wrestling and The Rock was my wrestler, he was funny on that, and he seemed to give his own. What
was it? that how he's becoming Rock? Where he was in, it was the sequel. It was Get Shorty.
Yeah.
When he was doing that, how am I going to become? I've got this, and he just lifted his eyebrow up, and I was like, "This is me." And he did that for like 5 or 6 different bloody films, because that was his trademark.
Yeah, it was. When he was still the Rock, and then it became Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and now it's just Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, the second biggest paid actor.
Is he second?
Yeah.
Who's first?
George Clooney.
George Clooney. Kidding?
No, because he sold his tequila business.
Oh, okay, stop.
So he made $263 million by selling his tequila business, and The Rock made 118, I think it was last year.
By it actually working.
Well, yeah, he did about 4 movies that you can think about, and Scarlett Johansson would have been 7th on the all-time, but she was the top of the list. She made about 40 million.
Yeah.
Nice work if you can get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of going back to college.
Yeah, becoming an actor.
Well, no. I don't have the face for that.
Well, it's what
I've got the face for radio.
But I mean, it's like this. I mean, I don't know if you told me or not. The whole thing about they've been saying is that Scarlett Johansson and Captain America didn't have a big part in the last Avengers movie, because the big part's in the next movie. Yeah, and they're supposed to be a lot more involved in that one and what's happening. Yeah, because they didn't really have any much bits in it, did they?
No. Well, they came in halfway through. Well, just under halfway through.
Edinburgh. Yeah. He came in, and then they didn't really see him again. I mean, he had the best line, didn't he? You know, when he was saying, who was it, to Groot, hi Groot, hi.
Yeah. Steve Rogers. Say hello to Tree. Yeah, that was great. You know what? I hope Bucky don't come back. I'm just putting it out there. I don't like Bucky.
Okay. Why is that? Because you want to be Cap's best friend?
He's just boring.
But no, but the only decent bit I liked in Captain America was the interplay between him and Falcon. We want to be your best friend, Captain. It's like, can you move your seat forward? No. We can't. No. And the two of them go, when he's kissing the guy, oh no.
They're all smiling.
Yeah, oh, get in there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what do you mean you're kissing your best, your girlfriend's niece, are you?
Yeah.
Well, that's not weird, is it?
There's time travel in the next film.
Is there?
I hope they bring back Agent Carter.
I hope Peggy comes back and goes, what you doing with my niece?
Yes. Oh, it would be good, won't it? Because, like, if they disrupt... Oh. No, never mind. If they disrupt like that... No, because she's not her daughter, is she? She's a niece, so it's... Yeah, never mind. But they could steal her out of time.
Yeah. Did she have two... Well, she's died in the Winter Soldier, didn't she? And it made him really sad. Yes. And then he saw her talking at the... what you call it, in the pulpit.
Yes.
So...
Yeah. Oh, well.
That was Civil War 3. That was Civil War. She died.
Civil War. She died. He saw her in 2,
and she was losing her memory.
Yeah, because that was quite sad when she was like talking to him, and then she was like, "Steve, you came back." So she clearly doesn't know what's going on. But all right, we will call it a day. I think we've done an hour. I think
I'm going to be so much trouble.
I'm going to be in trouble. I'm the Ultimate Movie Geek. You can follow me on Facebook. Instagram, WordPress, and on the worldgeeklynews.com website where I write articles. Yeah. You can find this podcast on iTunes or SoundCloud. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can contact the show at MAaD Movie Pod. It's MAaD Movie Pod at gmail.com.
And it's good night from him.
It's good night from him too. Or me. I don't know. I can't remember how that goes. It's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
That's it. Right.
we'll start singing, there'll be sunshine in your smile.
When I'm walking back to my car, I'll do that. I'll do it.
Did it dance?
I will. There's something else.
500 miles.
We're going 500 miles. I like it. We'll be back next week with a new show. Thanks for listening.
Good night.